What's going on, YouTube? Another project I'm playing around with to see if I can do it. I've been scouring the internet for a few days now looking at stuff, and I don't know. Get a lot of negative people saying you can't do it, and a bunch of positive people saying it can be done, and look, here's mine working, and yeah, never quite show you exactly how to do it. Anyway, my project, I got my Honda here, 4 tracks, 300. See right here, 300. Magical 1989 model. But anyway, it's just got this nice little goofy engine under here, and as you can see, I'm not afraid of just going in and doing some work on stuff. Pop the gas tank off, which is really simple. All you gotta do is unhook the gas line right here, turn the gas tank off, undo one bolt, which is right under here, one freaking bolt, and it pops right off. Mounts on these little bumpers right here on the front. But anyway, my project, I have this old tachometer, and this is old. I bought it for a Jeep, and I haven't had a Jeep in 18 years. So yeah, it's been quite a while. But I wanted to throw this in my Cherokee, never got around to doing it, mainly because I didn't understand the directions. Now that I'm older, I don't know, I understand directions a lot better. But so, according to the internet, if you go, and this is my wiring diagram here, I've got pretty much like the Chilton manual here, it's a Haynes, of my quad. I hope none of this wind's picking up. But anyway, in there, where'd my wires go? It's a 4-wire design, and this is very typical. I see it all over the internet. So you got your red, that goes to your ignition. Whenever your ignition is turned on, it gets power. Your green, or your black, goes to ground. Your white goes to, it pretty much illuminates your dealie right here. I really don't care about that, but you would wire that into your lights. All of this is very simple. Now we come to the green wire. The green wire is what is eluding everybody. I've been on four-wheeling ATV forums and all that stuff. I've been seeing all kind of different stuff. One guy was like, oh yeah, you just need to do it this way. I tried it that way, it didn't work. And he was just talking about wires coming out of the engines. Anyway, looking around on the internet, everybody is saying what you need to do is go to your ignition coil right here. And I thought for a while that it was going to be your black, which is BL/Y, black with yellow stripe, is what I thought I was going to need there for a while. Well, after looking around everywhere, they say no, you want your negative on the ignition coil, which would be your green coming off of your ignition coil. Kind of doesn't make sense to me, but at the same time, neither does a tachometer. But yeah, so I would need to find my ignition coil. You can find that because the spark plug. All right, well, you know, you don't have to be that smart with an engine to know where the spark plug is. Follow the spark plug, it takes you to the ignition coil. So my spark plug is right here. Follow that bad boy. That's why you had to take the gas tank off. Bam, ignition coil. And as they're showing, hey, focus again, we're going to have a black with yellow and a green. And when we come over here, let this thing focus. If you look right there, we've got black with yellow and a green coming right off. So, according to this, I need to hook my green to that wire. So I made myself a little jumper wire right here. That way I could plug this into... What did I do? I plugged this into the connector. I plugged this into the wire. It's a jumper wire. And then if, I don't know if that's really going to come up, but on here, I actually cut it and stripped it back a little bit so I could gator clip it on. So I jumped off of that, nothing. Oh yeah, one other thing. Most people are saying that with these tachs, the only way you can do it is if you got a selector switch. Mine does. It's got 4, 6, and 8. Apparently that's another big controversy on the internet. Apparently you can only do it if it has a 4 or an 8, but not if it's a 6. Apparently there's some out there that are only 4 and 8, and then there's one that's just 6, or blah blah blah. Whatever. I got 4, 6, and 8. I've tried it on all of them. Well, no, I shouldn't say, I don't think I tried it on 6, but I tried it on 4 and 8, and neither one of them worked on any of these combinations. So that's why I was just throwing this out here. I'm just screwing around, seeing what I can do. If any of you guys out there know your engines and stuff, specifically like a quad or something like that, I don't want to hear you can't do it, because there's some way that you can do it with this Tach. Whether you have to take this thing apart, completely rebuild it, put $100 worth of parts into it, and then do it again, whatever. You can do it with this tachometer somehow. But, you know, if anybody out there knows how to do it, then let me know. I know a lot of people just jump to you can't do that, but I love sticking with the crowd that says you can do that. It's going to cost you $100,000, but you can do it. That's the kind of answer I want to hear. I want to hear some positivity here, people. But yeah, I mean, this should be relatively simple. I just think I'm getting the wrong wire. One other wire that I was actually getting me intrigued here was this ignition pulse generator wire, and I thought maybe that would be, I believe this is the regulator for your headlights. Well, it works in conjunction with the alternator here to regulate your headlights, and that's why when you rev it up, your headlights get brighter and stuff like that when your battery's not in and stuff. But because that happened to me before I got a new battery, but after I got a new battery it stopped happening. But I'm pretty sure that's what that is, but I don't know if I should be playing around with that thing or what. But I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm not the kind of person to just hook up wires and see what happens, but I look around and try to get a big consensus, and that's why I was reaching out to all you guys. If anybody knows about engines and stuff, I mean, this is my entire wiring schematic right here. This is not a lot of things at all. These two big things are my headlights. I mean, for crying out loud, just to give you a little idea on how many wires are actually in here. Not a lot. But yeah, if you know where this mystery green, and you don't have to you know specifically for this model or anything. If you just know where it's supposed to go, let me know. Because like I said, all I keep hearing is the negative on the ignition coil. And I only have one ignition coil, because then there's all that about dual ignition coil, whether they fire every single time on both of them the whole way around, or one then the other, and all that stuff. I only have a single. And this isn't the other kind that you find commonly out there, where one of the wires, and it would probably be this one, you just wrap it around the spark plug. I did try that already. I tried that with one of my jumper wires here, and hooked up to it, and that didn't work either. But all those you know, shorting out type tricks that I can try, I've gone ahead and tried. Well, I think I've tried. I don't know. Maybe you know something. So if you do, let me know, because the green wire is bugging me. And like I said, please don't tell me it can't be done, because there's a way it can be done. And you know, it might cost me $1,000 to get it done, but there's a way that this actually will work on this quad. So if you can give me a hand about that, I would appreciate it. And if I ever get this thing working, I will throw a video up. I will show exactly what I did and how I found how to do that. And if anybody gives me the suggestion, I'll give you a shout out too. But anyway, that's what's going on around here. I want to well, I guess I got to throw the gas tank back on, and I'm going to go for a ride. So, alright, well, if you can help me, I appreciate it in advance, and if you can't, hey, no problem. And don't feel, you know, feel free to throw out any suggestion, except for it can't be done. You know, I know it can't be done, but, oh, great. Actually, go ahead, tell me it can't be done, because now I'm going to get, like, 15 people telling me it can't be done. But it can, man, I swear. I'm telling you. It's like the guy at the Home Depot, or the local box store by my house. He's like a licensed plumber and blah, blah, blah. I've only worked under plumbers, and I walk in there, he's like, oh, let me give you a hand. And I like let him try to help me the first couple times, and he's telling me, you can't do that. And then next thing you know, I'm going over, doing, you know, grabbing things by myself, and bam, have that thing fixed in 15 minutes after I leave the store. So, you know, there's always those people out there, and that's the kind of person you get to come over and fix something for you. Call somebody else, and because, like I said, like especially with a house repair, if someone's telling you it can't be done, geez, oh man, it can be done. It may cost a lot of freaking money, but it can be done. Anyway, hey, look, I got a mini rant out of that one too. Sweet. Yeah, it just bugs me. I just recently had a run-in with somebody that was like that, and every single step of the way it was, oh, can't be done, can't be done. like at a drop of a hat. It just drives me freaking nuts because it can be done. Let's stop and like just, you know, why don't you go outside and smoke a joint or something, because obviously you need it, and yeah, we'll work on how to fix the problem. Anyway, yeah, end of rant. Alright, so if you know about the mystery green wire, let me know. I would appreciate it. I would like to get this thing working. That would be awesome. Alright, well, I'm going to put this thing back together because I'm not getting done with this today, and it's starting to get dark. So, alright, well, if you can help me, I appreciate it. And otherwise, don't forget to like, thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend. Maybe they can help me. I would appreciate it. Alright, catch you next time. Later.